In October 1962, the world held its breath as we came closer to global nuclear war than ever before. Soviet long and short-range missiles were spotted being installed and delivered to the island of Cuba, only 230 miles from mainland USA. Nikita Khrushchev and Fidel Castro had agreed to place 12 nuclear-tipped missiles and 6 atomic bombs, as well as numerous small tactical nuclear weapons on the island of Cuba. President John F. Kennedy warned the Soviet Union of the consequences of having nuclear missiles so close to the USA.
It shall be the policy of this nation to regard any nuclear missile launched from Cuba against any nation in the Western Hemisphere as an attack.
For 13 days, the world was on the edge of nuclear destruction as the two superpowers rattled their sabers. In the UK, civil defence measures were stepped up, and I remember being frightened as a small child by my mother handing out the Protect and Survive booklets. Terrifying TV information films graphically illustrated what to do after a nuclear bomb explosion.
If anyone dies while you are kept in your fallout room, move the body to another room.
The Cuban Missile Crisis is regarded as the nearest our civilization came to a nuclear conflict. But today, North Korea has joined the terrifying club of nuclear nations.
And the breaking news, North Korea says it exploded a hydrogen bomb. This is the
building and testing thermonuclear and hydrogen fusion weapons. Kim Jong-un is openly hostile to the US and Western world. His regime has developed ex-Soviet ballistic missiles and processed Pakistani nuclear material into deadly plutonium weapons. North Korea are testing numerous weapon systems, including land and sea-based missiles that soon could have a range to hit the USA. Donald Trump has retaliated with threats of fire and fury, mobilizing Navy and Army assets into the region.
But we have a lot of power over China. Don't underestimate.
Are we facing the same level of danger of a nuclear conflict we faced during the Cuban Missile Crisis of 1962? If so, how dangerous is the situation today compared to the near-nuclear war in the 60s? Kennedy and Khrushchev established a phone hotline, so nuclear accidents or misunderstandings could be explained to avert nuclear retaliation. Donald Trump and Kim Jong-un have no such hotline. On Cuba, the Soviets had 18 nuclear devices capable of producing a total explosion yield of approximately 20,000 tons of TNT. Today, the USA nuclear missiles on board submarines are capable of producing 100,000 tons of explosive power each. And land-based hydrogen bomb missiles are capable of up to 50 million tons of TNT each. This amount of destructive force is massive compared to the total destructive nuclear power during the Cuban Missile Crisis. In 1962, people feared that a nuclear conflict in the Caribbean would destroy the planet. Today, we have weapons hundreds of times more powerful, and politicians who consider their use as tactical in fighting a regional conflict. Sadly, we have become desensitized to the potential threat of atomic weapons. We have become complacent and idle in protesting the dangers of war. We are in greater danger today than we were during the Cuban Missile Crisis. The clock is ticking.